Yoruba Union says Tinubu is confused, out of ideas, wants Nigerians not to repeat mistake of electing him. Good day, my dear listeners. Thanks for joining. Here is another fresh details I bring to your listening. Yes, as the Yoruba Union says, Tinubu is confused, out of ideas, then warns Nigerians not to repeat mistake of electing him. Moving on to the full details, can you please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The Yoruba socio-political group, Igbimo Majakubajele Yoruba, has again criticized President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, accusing him of using propaganda to falsely claim progress while millions of Nigerians suffer. The union explained that Nigeria is facing an unprecedented humanitarian crisis, with widespread hunger pushing citizens to desperate measures. They noted that reports indicate that extreme poverty has forced many married women into casual relationships as a means of survival, highlighting the depth of economic despair under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. In a statement released on Tuesday and signed by the union's convener, Olushola Badero, and Home Director, Princess Balogun, the organization warned that the dignity of the Yoruba people has been eroded due to harsh economic policies, including the removal of the fuel subsidy. The union emphasized that Tinubu's only tangible achievement has been the imposition of additional taxes on citizens. According to the union, the administration's failure to address hunger and insecurity is compounded by the government's prioritization of foreign trips over domestic welfare. The statement read, "We cannot jeopardize the future of our people just because Tinubu, who is Yoruba, is confused and has run out of ideas. Yoruba people do not joke or compromise their integrity, but today things are falling apart. Omoeleran Tinje Egungun, the son of meat sellers, is now eating bones. Never in history have we witnessed such horrible situations. Our married women have become involved in casual relationships, while our children have turned to internet fraud, Yahoo, because of poverty and the anti-people policies implemented by Tinubu himself. Insecurity has forced many of our people to flee their ancestral homes. Farmers can no longer cultivate their lands, which have been seized by terrorists. A government that cannot guarantee the safety of its people has no right to continue governing through propaganda and deceit. A government whose only priority is negotiating with terrorists instead of neutralizing them and securing its citizens has failed its fundamental duty. Tinubu's government has failed its mandate. As a result, many businesses have collapsed under his watch, and many family heads have become subject of ridicule because they can no longer provide for their families due to economic instability and hardship. Many children have dropped out of school because their parents can no longer afford to fund their education. We urge Nigerians to go out in large numbers, to register to vote, and to never repeat the mistake of voting for Tinubu and his allies, who have subjected citizens to modern-day slavery through anti-people policies. Tinubu's only apparent achievement has been imposing more taxes on the people, the union added. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, the question is, where is the lie? But there is one thing I won't take, that Nigeria has never experienced such horrible moments we are facing today. This whole thing started from from Buhari's regime. Let's not put all the blames on Tinubu. I think we failed to understand the fact that we are still following Buhari's agenda. At least this is where we have been brought up to by Buhari's administration. We are still yet to recover from what Buhari did to us. By all the destructions they made, it is not so easy to repair that easily. And I think instead of educating, instead of communicating with the whole citizens, they were imposing hardship to correct some mistakes that were being made by the previous administration, which we all want. But the government we have today does not believe in communicating with Nigerians at all. They tend to act the way they want and act the way they do, the way they feel they were convenient about. Instead of them to come out, address us, tells us this is the reason why we are facing this is the reason why we are doing this. They tend to act like there's nothing that concerns them.